as you know, the Korean outbound travel market in terms of number of, outbound travelers are second largest in Asia, right after China. So it's growing so fast. When I have started Tidesquare, the outbound number of outbound was around 10 million, if I remember right. And now it's over 30 million Korean outbound travelers.
As WiT marks its 20th year in 2025, we turn the spotlight on our community to tell their stories and share their views on the evolution of online travel and technology. Conversations on Turning 20 is the collective story of WiT. As a Chinese saying goes, 以古为鉴,可以知兴替. By using history as a mirror, one can understand the rise.
So my first WiT was boot camp in Singapore, and it was quite an intimate and informal and open gathering. So I think it was totally different from the formal conferences that I had experienced before. So it was like, to me, one of WiT's biggest strengths. People felt free to ask questions, challenge ideas, and share stories without hesitation. So that early impression stayed with me. Now, to me, content is only half of the event. The real magic happens in the connections among people. Yeah, so before I was there, so I barely know the travel industry people from all around the world, but I could meet amazing entrepreneurs, amazing startups, amazing people from the existing OTAs. So I could make a good conversation, and I could understand the industry much better than before. I was not from the travel industry before I have started Tidesquare. So I have not much of a knowledge of what is happening in this industry, and what is, especially what is the supply chains, and what is the channels, etc. So I could learn quite a lot from the colleagues from the WiT. I can learn and study. And also, that's why I'm saying that I always, you remember that I always say with alumni, which means that it's like sometimes it's school to me, sometimes it's more than if just a conference or event. I was in IT and finance industry. Of course, I had an experience in airlines for a couple of years, but was not so long. And airline is, I can say, it's a more transportation industry. Yeah, so I set up Tidesquare 2009, and our first business model was a premium marketing agency. It was not the travel agency, but after that, I could have a opportunity to work with a credit card company, which I was working for before. And they had an in-house travel agency, but they were thinking of spin off this travel agency. So I just asked them that if there are any chance that I can work with them. So that's the beginning of how I entered the travel industry. Again, the Tidesquare, I set up Tidesquare 2009, and my first model was a premium marketing agency. And 2 years later, year 2011, we have started travel service in small portion. I was thinking that Tidesquare should be kind of OTA model from the beginning, but it was not easy. We need lots of investment on it, and we need lots of development for that. So my connection to the WiT helped me that how can we grow as an OTA, and how can we, for example, like I said, supply chain, how can we working with good suppliers, and how can we, grow from at the beginning. we are selling only mostly air flight tickets. And after that, we can evolve to hotels and now evolve to tours and activities. So all those evolving, my connection with through the WIT helped me really a lot. For example, in 2013, at the time, the Be My Guest was pitching at WIT Bootcamp as a startup. So I never knew that it was an activity side before they are pitching over there. So that leads me to even we made us the first investment to be my guest as well, so that I could learn how can we work in that industry as well. Yeah, so like I said, 2009 was not the travel industry. So I was starting with premium travel, but I can say it for our travel starting 2011 at the time, even we don't know, it is very difficult to hire engineers who is experienced in travel industry. So travel industry itself has very, very unique standard and customs. Even in software development, we need a very skillful and experienced development engineers, but it was not easy at the time to hire. And also supplied to see that now, if I see now, it is very, very simple question. What is supply? I mean, for the hotel booking engine, if I want to make a hotel booking engine, who will be our supplier at the time? Even here in Korea, we never know. So only a couple of small startups provide those solutions, and I had to meet each of those small startups or small companies, so that I can find the big picture, how the supply chain is shaped in this industry. So many things were in the black box. So now I can see the whole supply chain and whole marketing channels. But at the time, it was very, very difficult. And even in Korea, we didn't know that Expedia or Booking Holdings. Agoda is under the Booking Holdings umbrella. So we all thought that all of those global OTAs are separate brands at the time. So those lack of information really, really kills me. So it took me like more than 1 year to find out how the big picture in this industry. Again, WIT really helped me to, draw that big pictures. I thought that WIT really helped me to find out and make some connections, find out how I can work with, and all the information. So, which was very difficult to find in Korea. So I thought that if I can bring WIT to Seoul, so that in this industry, our travel industry here in Korea can learn more about what is happening in the global. And at the time, already global OTAs are expanding their positions in Korea as well. But Korean travel industry barely know who they are and what they are doing. So I think it is essential to bring those information to spreading in Korean markets. That's why I thought that WIT Seoul is meaningful. And to be honest, it was very, if you remember, it was from very casual talk with you. So what if we can bring WiT Seoul to Korea? So my answer was just a second later, just let's do it. So I thought that it was not a difficult decision to bring it to Korea. So we were, I mean, Sihun and I were sitting each other at that over there, and there was a playing jazz music, and we were talking about that. What if we make a WiT Seoul together? So my answer was didn't took long. So my answer was let's do it. But I knew that I realized that it was not that simple. It shouldn't be that simple answer. I have to. I realized that I have to prepare so many things. I have to think about so many things. But still, it's kind of a pride, the decade proud to me since 2016, because I'm still proud that we brought such a wonderful event here in Korea. Yeah, so nowadays, global OTAs are essential in this market. We always talking about global OTAs, that how can we compete and how what they are doing right now. So all the Korean travel industry people are watching it, and Korea Korean travel industry was consist of traditional group package travel agencies. Now they are all into in this OTA field. So I can say they are like a hybrid agency right now. And I believe that WIT Seoul influenced them to find a way that how can they catch up the and compete with global OTAs, and in the future how can they survive in this fast changing market. As you know, the Korean outbound travel market in terms of number of, outbound travelers are second largest in Asia, right after China. So it's growing so fast. When I have started Tidesquare, the outbound number of outbound was around 10 million, if I remember right. And now it's over 30 million Korean outbound travelers. So it's already recovered from the pandemic, and it's still growing. And I think that OTAs are helping people to go travel more easily. Uh, and also, global OTAs impacts South Korean market, like I said, and Korean travel industry could find the new big OTAs like a Yanolja or Good Choices, so that we are now ready to compete with the global OTAs. So, and also I can say that the global pandemic helped Korean OTAs while everything stopped for more than 2 years. The Korean big OTAs, they have started selling Korean accommodations, which means that while domestic travel was surged during the pandemic, they could have a opportunity to grow. And also, right after the border has had opened up, and they also into rush into the outbound market so that they can grow even faster. So I can say that Korea is a battlefield among the global OTAs and Korean domestic OTAs. The competition is quite severe right now, but the good news is that after that competition, probably there comes a good winner, and also those competition helped the Korean customers could give Korean customers more options to so that Korean travel industry can grow more. So it's quite interesting because right before we have started WIT, Korea travel industry was a little. Everyone says that Korean travel industry is a little bit behind in terms of tech, even though Korea is very well known as a tech country. But since 2016 and 17, like 7 or 8 years ago, lots of Korean startups have started as a travel tech company and OTAs. So we have catched up so quickly. And before 2015 or 16, our online penetration was only like around 20%. And now everyone says it's more than like 80 or 90%. And no one talk about online penetration anymore, and even mobile penetration as well. So which means that Korean tech is evolving so quickly. And also some of Korean startups who invested quite a lot aggressively start to merging and acquiring global tech startups, including Yanolja and Good Choices. So it also helped Korean travel tech positions more, presence more globally. So talking about that Korean cultures, of course, it helped uh, it influenced inbound travel quite a lot. And as you know, once there are any K-pop concerts, that the the near the stadium, or I mean the concert hall is the full of foreign travelers. So I can say that that influenced quite a lot, and I believe that even you influenced, and so probably you want to visit some places that you've seen the Korean dramas. So that influences quite a lot, and not only K dramas nowadays, it's expanding to other cultures, like including food, and also it expands to nowadays even brands. So my office is located in Myeongdong, which is very touristic place. So I could see, I'm quite amazed that there are some travelers who is take a picture in front of cosmetic shops, which is Olivium. Maybe you know Olivium. So they are standing in front of Olivier signboard, and they are taking pictures for souvenir or whatever memories. So I can say, yeah, even now it expands to Korean brands. That's quite amazing. I don't have exact statistics or numbers here, but in general, I can say, yeah, that market is quite huge. If you go to Gangnam area in Korea, and for example, yeah, a couple of years ago, I had a chance to staying in Andaz Gangnam, which is very famous place for those cosmetic surgeries. And I was standing in the balcony, and I was starting to counting the how many cosmetic surgery hospital is over there. The counting was quite huge, even in one street. So from that kind of side, yeah, I can say that industry is quite huge. Okay, so next 20, I have to talk about the AI things. So AI is changing everything, as you know, not only the travel industry, but every industry is there. It's radically spreading up. So I'm not, I'm not sure that even these conference AI can replace the conference like WIT, but we cannot say without anything AI for the next 20 years. So, for example, uh, a- so many are talking about the AI booking agents, but I think it's a little bit early to talk about the booking agent, because it's very difficult to change customers' habits. But behind the scene, uh, how we work is more and more efficient. Even our company Tidesquare, we are implementing AI across customer support, marketing, and software development. The speed of changing is amazing, and I think that speed comes with a responsibility. So I think change management is now quite critical. So how fast the organization can adopt and adapt to AI may determine its survival. So in a way, embracing AI isn't optional anymore. I think it's essential. And I know that Sihun, you also utilize AI things to prepare, WIT. You prepare so many, sometimes offer and sometimes amazing pictures on the screen. So sometimes, sometimes they make, uh, like I said, yeah, it's awful because not the image itself is awful, but the arm is in the bad ways, that kind of things. You develop that kind of pictures. That's the current, and of course, in the future, the customer behavior would be changed. Definitely will be changed. So we have to prepare for that as well. So, talking about more about that, how we are preparing it right now. So, for example, uh, the when customers booking the flight, I think it's a little bit difficult to change their current behavior. Like, if uh, do you want to, uh, you know, do you want to typing that when I go there and how I can go there, that kind of things, or the chatting, windows. So I don't think so. So we have a very efficient booking window right now. So people still click just their departure dates and arrival dates, that kind of things. But for example, the corporate customers, I mean business travelers in Korean market, they still make booking a reservation through email or phone calls. I can say it's more than 90%. So now what we are preparing is when our customers are booking, trying to booking through the email, the AI is reading the email and automatically put their demands into our booking engines and reply to our customers through the email automatically. So that kind of things make more our company efficient, and also for customer side, customer will give the will have the feedback much faster. So I think that's the current status. So one of our staff who was before HR manager, and now he's in charge of contact center. And in contact center, to make some kind of automation or customer support, we need a lot of software development on it. But software development team, they are always packed with pipeline with lots of projects. So, uh, so one day that head of contact center asked to the developers that what if you make those functions on our contact center systems? The answer was like, currently we are very busy, so you have to wait like a 2 month, and we need 1 month to develop it. So after that, that contact center head start to using ChatGPT to make coding. Literally, still he is no capability of any coding, but right, the ChatGPT guides him and make him a code, and at the end of the day, he made that code and implemented it. It was amazing. It was only 2 months ago. So 6 or 7 months ago, we are talking about the ChatGPT only when talk about that. Oh, there are very funny answers and it is very interesting, fun. But now it's the real. Yeah. So DeepSeek was kind of big shock to everyone. So I believe that after that DeepSeek shock, I think there are way that Korean industry can find a way to catch up. I believe, but I cannot see any evidence yet. But I strongly believe so. Before DeepSeek, actually, some of Korean big tech giants start to create to make large LLM model by themselves, but they thought into that how can they adopt and how can they build specific like AI agents. But and I believe that kind of their strategy and way is right in this trend. So, including my company, we are now, of course, we cannot build a LLM model, but we are trying to build up more efficient booking agent for AI models. So, lots of Korean startups are now trying to build on top of those, big AI models like OpenAI or DeepSeek. So, I think that's the way that we are currently catching up. And I know that there are there are some company which is trying to build some kind of DeepSeek model. So, like I said, AI big model is very difficult to build up. So we need huge investment, and before Kakao and Naver are trying to make their own model, but it seems like they don't want to do that anymore. But they are collaborating with large models. So, for example, recently, Kakao is trying to working with OpenAI so that on the big model of OpenAI, and Kakao can make more adaptable Korean adaptable small models or a specific model. I don't want to say it's a small model. Yeah, it's more specific model, which will be another firewall for Korean market maybe. Yeah, but so I think I think that travel much more deemed sustainable, and I hope it's more inclusive. So to be honest, my two children, they are studying in college right now, and their major is my boy is studying space science, and my little girl just started studying special education. So I say that space travel and barrier-free travel might be completely normal in 20 years. And I hope that we will live in a world where travel is not just more the best, but more accessible, empathetic, and ethical.